Hello, chat.
Austria and Burgundy, as in Denmark would take all of the credit for paying Burgundy and Austria. Like
I think we can clarify.
Hello,
We can
boys.
certainly clarify that you would pay us directly, meaning they wouldn't take the credit, if that's the issue here.
Speaking about Denmark, here he is.
Hello. How are we doing? How we doing?
All right, so Pleasant, what is your primary issue with a more compromising solution towards Norway?
I don't know.
I have some. The payment of 900 diamonds is, in my opinion, absurd. I don't know why we have to pay that many diamonds.
Do you
I know
think it
you
would be
guys got a lot of
acceptable?
diamonds.
What?
I know you guys got a lot of diamonds.
I mean, still,
All
900
right,
diamonds is a
Pleasant,
lot of diamonds.
Pleasant. Would you do you think we could accept knocking down the payment to 100 each to Burgundy, Austria, and 150 to Denmark?
150 to Burgundy and Austria, and then 100 to Denmark.
Is that acceptable? That's only 400 as opposed to 900.
I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, like, I guess,
Okay.
yeah, would be down.
All right, cool. Cool. That's good. See?
So
Compromising.
Denmark, I have a question.
Hello.
So I'm pretty sure you knew that when you said no for us gaining our independence, there would definitely be countries that would, back us up in support, just like how there were countries that backed you up in support, right?
Yes.
So you kind of just like put kind of like a hit list on yourself, kind of, with all of those
Okay,
countries.
guys, remember that we're trying to compromise on a solution to the treaty here. Your motivations for war, your allies are irrelevant.
So I have a question for Norway. What are you trying to get out of this? Like, you're like, this is like crazy and like Denmark's so bad.
What I'm trying to get out of this is I'm trying to get the treaty reduced a little bit because I believe it's too hard, way too harsh. And also, I'm just trying to get more reasoning out of you for why you said no for independence. That's basically it.
Well, for starters, at this point in time, it doesn't matter now on my reasoning for yes or no. Because guess what? We went to war. You lost. Me saying no, the reason doesn't even matter anymore. And even if it did, I already said it 100 times.
It kind of does matter, kind of.
All right. Remember that we're trying to compromise. This is not a question of is Denmark justified in imposing harsh terms, but whether it would be pragmatically honest for us to do so.
Why would there be a compromise? They were given the treaty.
Well,
the treaty was approved by the staff team. It's an unconditional surrender, which means their opinion no longer matters.
Well, I think that we would all gain by, potentially improving relations with Norway. They're certainly useful insofar as they're very good at grinding.
New Denmark.
Yeah.
New Denmark.
Chris, I would like to.
I don't want to hear that disrespect. If you speak it again, you won't be allowed to speak.
Chris, I'm gonna tell you something. We're trying to keep people that are biased against HRE and all Gold Order out of the picture right now. We're only having Tropical as the mediator.
Dude, we won the war. We didn't shit.
So Harold and Christian, do you think that if there were some compromise to occur, it would be possible for Norway to leave the Gold Order and join an alliance with the HRE? If compromise occurred.
No.
Norway is part of Denmark. Wild. The state of New Denmark is part of Denmark.
Norway joins the Gold Order. It's crazy.
Officially change the name, please. It's such a shit name.
No.
I think it would be possible to compromise to the benefit of all parties involved.
I would say
you don't have anything to do with this. Come on.
I would say that the treaty, however harsh, most of it is justified because Norway led to the brutal slaughter of hundreds of thousands of soldiers not only from Denmark, but from Burgundy and Austria. And after they lose, to now say it's wrong, even though we killed hundreds of thousands of your soldiers, we should be given less harsh punishments.
Question: how many people from Denmark were fighting?
Two.
Yeah.
So that's
And
two out
RP, isn't it like
I was
2,000
thinking-
technically?
Something like some huge number, like 20,000,
Dang.
maybe 50,000. There isn't a real number, but like it would be a lot.
So it's
Yeah.
2 out of the 11 people that were fighting for both battles. So technically, Denmark didn't do anything. They were
Okay,
just
but
there.
I did
Well,
stuff. How about I get
Yeah,
That's
independent?
I
My
I'm not
player
saying,
killed Azui
I'm-
6 times.
I'm saying Burgundy and Austria did everything. They did everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Denmark did
so
nothing.
what does that have to do with your argument?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't even know.
I agree. Burgundy and Austria did everything,
Yeah.
literally everything. But I don't understand what the implication of that is.
I kind of forgot where I was going with it.
I think his
Okay,
argument
fair
is just that Denmark should get less because Burgundy and Austria did everything.
Okay, so what about what I want then?
We were gonna pay you.
What do you
'cause
want?
We were kind of forced to pay you.
Were you actually going to pay me?
We're kind of forced to pay you.
I don't think you're going to, though.
I mean, we're forced to.
You're the owner of the server. You could literally ban them if they don't.
But say we gonna
Oh,
have to.
believe something else. Don't worry about it.
Oh, also with
Don't
with
understand.
Emeralds,
Yes,
also,
Denmark did not do a great job fighting in the war.
they
However,
didn't do anything.
why does that therefore mean that you should be let off scot-free?
First of all, I never said scot free. I'm just saying that they.
What do
they
you think
not
should happen to
be-
you?
I'm saying they should not be getting as much reward as they're getting right
Hey,
now.
what's
How-
good? How we doing? How we doing?
Tiny.
I'm doing
The reward they're
amount.
some
getting
role
is just
play
the
stuff
status
right
quo
now
before the war.
with
What?
countries and
What
stuff.
they're getting is
Pretty
just
fun.
Well,
how
that's not
things worked
true.
before the war.
That's not true at all because
They're gaining
New
everything that we
Denmark is
have.
not just a personal union. They revoke all their rights to declare war and have alliances and stuff.
Yeah, they're basically
Good.
annexing us.
Personal unions
Basically.
can't make those alliances without the consent of their ruler.
So
Mhm.
Norway is basically being annexed without officially being annexed. Essentially,
I think it should be officially in, personally. But Pleasant wants to be nice to you.
I would rather be annexed because that's essentially what he's doing right now. He's cutting basically we can't do anything. That's essentially what he's doing.
Is there a villager
Okay.
over here? Never mind.
He's
Never
doing,
mind.
so
then.
we can't do anything. We have to pay taxes.
I do have
Pay
to agree.
900 diamonds.
It's not taxes. It's reparations for your actions.
You
Hey,
literally said taxes in the treaty. It said taxes.
No, it said reparations.
You said taxes in the treaty. You read it as taxes.
Honestly, I'm going to be honest. This is the Burgundy and Austria position. We're going to support whatever Denmark wants because we fought the war to help Denmark, which means that we should help them, right? Like, I feel like we promised to back Denmark. Denmark won. So, as long as it's reasonable from our perspective, we will support Denmark's demands.
Hmm.
I'm trying to find.
This
see
is
if I
a
can
position
find-
Lucas agrees with as well because he said that I can speak on his behalf on this stuff.
This is why Burgundy and Austria are the best countries.
I would like to
Sorry
agree
butt
on the
in.
fact that
If Burgundy wants Denmark to still be useful when they want to have a more stable Denmark,
Huh?
Well, we don't care about how useful Denmark is to us. We care about the fact that Denmark asked for something from us, and because we support Denmark, we'll give it to them.
Yes,
Like,
it says
it's not
the
our
state-
concern.
It says the
It's
state
not
of
our concern whether Denmark is stable or not.
Wait, let him speak. I want to hear it.
So he never specifically said taxes, but basically stating taxes. He said the state of New Denmark, which is Norway, is henceforth legally required to pay 10 diamonds to the Church of Denmark every 2 weeks. So basically,
Okay.
he's taxing us.
So you don't want to support the
He's
church?
taxing you like something you can get in like 20 minutes over the course of every 2 weeks.
But we also
We are
have
not-
to pay 900 diamonds.
We are not speaking about God, please, for the love of fucking God.
But we have to pay 900 diamonds as well.
Okay, so what would you propose be changed?
I would lower the 900 diamonds, like lower that down a lot, which I think we did to like 400 something. Which
Okay,
is
so then why were you able to pay? Question. You offered to pay B Kid's debt to Spain, which was 800 diamonds, which means clearly that's not a big amount for you. So I'm wondering, why is that now a problem?
that was not me. That was not me. That was not me.
So who was it?
I don't even know.
Wow.
Yeah, it was him.
Bruh.
So your player
So
of the
clearly
diamonds.
he can get 800 diamonds pretty easily.
I'm gonna guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so
I
why can't he
can't-
pay it?
I don't know. I mean, I personally can't really get on that much.
I've-
'Cause
If
It's
we
like-
all have a look at section 3 of the political status of the thing, it says that the citizens of Norway no longer have like any right to having they cannot control, gather, store, otherwise produce any resources, including but not limited to ores, mineral, stone, goods, or any other material gain.
That says without the
much-
permission of the King of Denmark. The King of Denmark explicitly authorized them to gather the diamonds needed for the reparations by the fact that it is included in the treaty in the first place.
Yeah,
So-
I
Hmm.
hate
That's
the
a question.
font. I can't read it.
Question. So besides the diamonds, we cannot do anything essentially.
No, you can as long as the King of Denmark
That's
authorizes
dumb.
it.
That's dumb. I honestly like that part of the treaty is kind of stupid.
It is stupid.
Let them do their thing.
We have
You've
to ask
basically
Denmark to mine materials to mine.
You've
Wait, I have to
basically
take a
made
call.
it building simulator. You've basically made it building simulator, but instead of
Well,
building, it's
I think
slave
Pleasant's
labor.
intent there was to prevent you from doing anything underhanded or gathering resources and setting them aside, which I think means the language of the treaty can be clarified a little.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he can just like come over and see what we've been mining. Like that's all. Yeah, he can do that.
Yeah.
Sure, then we can modify the terms of the agreement if Pleasant is fine with that.
So since Pleasant can just come over and see, what we're mining, why do we have to ask him if we can just mine?
Just let them mine. Like, okay,
Yeah.
that's stupid.
Why do we have to
What's
ask
this
to
treaty?
just play the game?
Okay, that's.
I'll
dumb.
let you
We
guys
shouldn't have
mine.
to do that.
It's just if Woot has been mining for like 45 minutes, I'll be like, what you mining for? You know?
And then you'll take all this stuff.
That makes no fucking sense.
It doesn't
That
make
makes
no
no sense. You have to mine for 45 minutes at your fucking limit. What? Because it's not. It's like diamonds
Well,
are rare, man.
when-
Diamonds are fucking rare. You're fucking. That's a fucking insane accusation.
What does Verdun have to do with the crisis with Norway and
Neutral
New
mediator.
Denmark and
Neutral mediator.
doesn't
How are
sound
you a
neutral to
neutral
me.
mediator, dude? You're part of the fucking Cold Order BS. Like,
Actually,
know you
nuh-uh.
you're in
Nuh-uh.
the Discord.
Look,
you
when
diss
I
me constantly.
when I left and came back, I was like, I'm not doing the gold order shit anymore. I kind of want to see what HRE life's all about. You know what I mean? It's kind of like new leaf.
Well,
I care more about the RP
Okay.
than the actual fucking thing
Well-
I started.
all right, fair enough. But
Yeah.
I think that neutral parties don't matter anymore because the war ended and we won. Like, bro.
Facts.
The HRE won.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm also
we-
thinking that I'm also starting to think the treaty itself is not good for Denmark in any way because you're just creating more dissonance in the state, the like new Danish. I mean, I hate that fucking name. Someone
Yeah.
please change it.
It's a terrible
In the
name.
new Danish state.
Well,
It
let me
just
say
creates more
this.
dissonance. You've also hold on. You've also made you've also bringing the people that hate you closer.
I
Right.
think,
My take on this
and
is that, like, we don't need mediation. Like, your opinion stopped mattering when you ran out of manpower. Like, come on. Does that not make sense?
Well, I think his argument is that in the future, the Norwegian players will be antagonistic towards Denmark and the Holy Roman Empire, which is not something that we'd want.
Right. Well, they're gonna do it anyway, so it's just a question of how much we get to kick them down before they finally do. Like,
They've
let's
also-
be
I
honest
Can you
here,
stop
they're
with
still
fucking
gonna bother us.
Vibe Room?
Yeah.
They fucking murdered you guys. I saw the kill count. Like, that was an absolute insane kill count.
Can I say this? The people of Denmark would like to present to everyone here that New Denmark and its people, they kind of
Basically,
started this. Like, they were just living
They totally
comfortably,
did. Like, they totally did.
and then they start it, and then when they lose, they blame us about being so harsh, when the Duke of New Denmark himself has said that we will just hold a grudge and then go to civil war again.
I mean, I didn't say that.
You literally said that in general. I can pull it up right now.
It was
Let-
someone else who said that.
actually,
not
let me pull it up right now.
I would also like to ask a question to Pleasant. Why wouldn't you just let us free? Because if you did, we wouldn't hate you. We wouldn't have a grudge against Denmark. We would have still continued trade. We would have still helped you guys out in war. We probably wouldn't have been a part of the Gold Order. Maybe be a part of the HRE. I don't know. So
That's cap.
Hey, that's why I said I don't know. That's why I said I don't know. But maybe I don't know.
The Duke of New Denmark said we would still have revolted if. Wait, never mind. That was about the first deal I gave you guys.
Bruh.
Bro.
Yeah. So can you answer my question, Pleasant?
What was your question again? Sorry, I was reading messages.
So like, why would you say no to us declaring, like, for us wanting independence, probably knowing that the Gold Order, well, I wouldn't be a part of it. I may or may not be a part of the HRE. Probably not. We would have still continued trade.
Did
But
the
you guys
Gold
would have
Order
had the
even
war.
exist back then? I thought it started like a week ago.
No, I started it when I was Novgorod. It's been a thing for a month.
Dang. Never mind. Well, to put it simply,
It all started because of this war, actually.
the Gold Order?
I believe so. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
No, I can confirm that was. No, actually, no. I actually don't remember why I started
It might have been like one of the main main points. I believe it was just like one of the main points on why it was created. Not the actual reason.
I, as the king, have been asked this question several times and several months of several years of the last 20 years of war Norway has struck upon our people. If the new Danish Duke cannot understand simply on what my reasons are, when I have already told him multiple times, then maybe.
I don't need you to go on a whole.
Okay.
I just want you to answer it.
My answer is we have control of you. We wouldn't give up you just for nothing so that you can just lollygag around and do whatever the heck you want.
But why can't we do whatever we want and still help you guys? And
To summarize, you are mine. I'm not going to give you up for free, for nothing, just so you guys can be smiling and
giving you stuff.
running around and stuff.
If anything, we would have probably helped you more as an independent country, because we could have upgraded to a secondary nation, maybe even a major, but probably not. So it would give you more.
So why do
manpower,
you
of
have to
course.
be an independent country to be my ally? Why can't you be my ally now?
I mean, we're kind of forced to be your ally, kind of now.
Well, it doesn't sound like you really want to be.
Yeah.
So
no,
why
we
don't
don't
you
want to
just
be.
live with it?
we don't want to be your ally now, but earlier we were, hoping on it, but also Norway having our own allies that we can go to for stuff and not having to strictly rely on Denmark for all of our
In the
stuff.
treaty, I do say that I could give you permission to have allies. So
Of your
you
choosing.
could have an
Of your
ally in the
choosing.
future.
Of your choosing, though, you have to approve of our allies.
Well, yeah.
So basically, we can't have any allies that we want. We have to have allies that you want.
Yeah.
I mean, he's right. Like, Pleasant.
I'm saying Norway. When we wanted independence, we wanted to pick allies for ourselves,
Mhm.
allies that would support us, our own allies that we wanted, not allies that Denmark wanted. Would they have still helped Denmark? I don't know. Probably, maybe if we talked them into it. But I wanted allies that were like because of Norway, because they wanted to help Norway, not just because of Denmark. But you said no, and this war happened, and the outcome happened.
Is that it?
So I just kind of want to know on like why wouldn't you let us be free to, because I know you've already said it. You've already said it because we're yours and yada 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 yada. But why wouldn't you just let us free, make our own allies, still help you, probably even more, as if we were to stay a personal union of you guys?
Why would I just let you go for free? That's my question to you.
Free. I never said free. We would have probably, if you
You said independent, which means free.
Can I speak? If we were to talk about it and not just you strictly saying no, we could have paid you guys some amount. We could have worked things out, like mercenaries would be free or something. I don't know.
I tried to negotiate, but you refused the negotiation offer.
The negotiation was all in your favor. It was all in your favor.
It literally could have prevented this entire war.
But because it was all in your favor.
It was not. I was willing to give you all of the land which populated your area.
So if you would have just said yes to our independence, it wouldn't have affected anything. Like nothing would have been affected.
It would have affected me, and it would have affected you.
How would it have affected me and you? Please tell me that.
Well, it would have affected you because you aren't a part of me anymore. The HRE is strong. We have shown you that we are strong by defeating you. Why don't you want the protection of the HRE?
Because I feel like in the first battle, second battle, we've kind of proven that we're pretty strong. Because 115 deaths,
but not strong enough.
What? What do you
not strong enough?
What do you mean? We almost took down you guys
almost.
in the first battle. I feel like that kind of proves that we're strong enough. And also, we could have upgraded to a secondary country, which would have given us even more manpower to become even more stronger.
Actually, just interjecting, you couldn't have because you don't have enough players. You would have had 8 players
to become secondary.
Yeah, you need to have your player slots filled to upgrade. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. And this is another example of how I know you guys aren't fit to rule. You were saying we were close to winning. We were really good. We could have won. But this world is about could have or probably or close. This world is full of winners. And winners win. Losers lose. And guess what? You lost.
No shit.
That's
really?
real as hell. That's real as hell. That was base as hell, I'm not gonna lie.
Check the M's.
That was base as hell, bro.
This is like listening to true schizophrenics trying to name off why they aren't schizophrenic.
Winners win and losers lose, and guess what? You lost. That's so tough.
I'm putting that in quotes.
I
Are
mean,
you streaming right now?
I'm just saying. I do feel like in this war, Norway has proven that we could have survived
Wait,
on our
Pleasant,
own
are you streaming right now?
without Denmark.
Bro can't take the L.
If you're not first, you're last.
Bro can't take the L.
Are you streaming right now?
I'm saying.
Yeah, I
saying,
am streaming. I am.
So
Make sure you upload this one. I gotta
if
watch-
Norway,
I will.
if Norway couldn't survive on its own, right? Then Denmark could never survive on its own. If it could not survive on its own, it would have been taken over immediately.
By who?
I don't know. Whoever wanted to. Whoever.
We have no
wanted-
threats. The only threat was you.
I mean, we were never really a threat. We never wanted to
You
take you guys
what?
over.
What do you mean? We lost thousands of people in a war, and you
We
say,
never
"Oh, we're
wanted
not
to
the
take
threat."
You guys over. We never wanted to rule over you guys. You guys were gonna be independent. We were gonna be independent, and we were, gonna trade and just go our own ways.
D1
like that.
yapper,
You
bro.
guys are going in circles. I have an actual proposal. I've edited the document. I'm gonna post it in general. Red is what I think should be removed. Pleasant, would this be okay with you?
Depends on what it
No
is,
longer
but
in the street.
maybe.
I just
Dang.
removed the 3 most egregious parts.
Can you say it out so we don't gotta go
Yeah.
looking? All right.
Remove the part where it says Norway needs to ask if they want to gather resources, and then
I'm okay with
Denmark can
that.
just come. They can't. What?
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Next, I changed the payment so that it's not due. It's only due 3 weeks, not delivered every week, and it's no longer 900 diamonds, but 300 diamonds. Next, I
Wait.
removed the part where it says they can't have diamond tools.
Wait, do we want to remove the clause, the part 2 of the third clause that says that the King of Denmark can enter any property or territory at any time? I think that's reasonable.
I think that should be removed.
Why?
Which one is that, Hoover?
Pardon? The second part of clause 3, the King of Denmark and his representatives reserves the right to inspect.
I would get rid of representatives, but since New
think I did take
Denmark
that
is
out.
mine,
Red on the thing. I did take that out.
Pardon?
No, don't take it out because I think it's reasonable that he should be able to check if they're doing anything suspicious.
Okay, fair. I put that in.
Cool. I think everything else is fine.
Okay. My take on this is like you guys lost the war, you lost all your manpower. The war happened. It sucked. No one really gains anything as a result of it, except sort of Denmark, but not really in the end. But like, you guys you don't have much to negotiate with here. So I think we can lower the amount that you have to pay, and we can give you your rights back, and then that should be sufficient.
I mean,
Because
we kind of
what
still
else
have
you got-
like no rights.
Do you really think we're gonna give you your independence when you lost? Like, come on.
Actually,
Did I
Actually,
ever
I'm
say
telling you this.
independence? Did I ever say independence? I'm
Did
just
you
saying,
say
like,
mention?
I'm saying, like, in general, like, we have
Like
having rights.
actually, listen to me for a fucking second. I reckon you take that fucking deal. You take that fucking deal. All right. That's the
I
best
know.
deal you're gonna get. That is the best deal you're gonna get.
taking it.
Don't
I'm taking it.
don't
I'm just
argue
saying,
about it. You have rights now.
I know.
Keep take that fucking deal.
I'm taking
I
it.
think-
but I'm just saying we still kind of have no rights. That's all I'm saying.
Wait.
What
I
rights
think that,
don't you have?
I think that the other clause that should be removed is the Kingdom of Norway agrees to permanently, finally, and irrevocably. Wait. The King of Denmark reserves the right at any time in the future, without prior notice, to revoke all rights, privileges, and immunities of the citizens of New Denmark,
Did
or
I not
otherwise
take
impose
that out?
negatively favorable consequences at his sole discretion. You didn't take that out. It's clause 2, the second part, but I think clause 1 is the first part of clause 2 is fair. It's just that the Kingdom of Norway cannot hide or otherwise obstruct the interests of the King of Denmark in any way.
Where is this thing that you're talking about?
Clause 2 of the political
I
status.
don't know what a clause is.
You also made
point
red
2.
about.
Yeah,
Okay.
there.
Oh, you
That's it.
practice.
You also
2
made
point.
red about the.
The
diamond
second
armor,
sentence.
About us have. You also made
what
red
was
about
that?
you also
No,
made
that's
red
just
about
how I
us
changed
having the diamond armor and stuff.
I changed it from 900 to 300.
with like diamond armor and stuff like about saying how like
That's
how,
being deleted. Yeah, that's being deleted.
We have that.
okay, good.
Wait, Crest, the first part of point 2 is okay. It's just that the Kingdom of Norway can't, obstruct or prevent the King of Denmark from doing what he wants to do. But the second part, which is that he can revoke their rights, is bad.
Yeah.
Say that he can invoke payments rather than remove their rights, because there still needs to be some sort of consequence for not obeying sort of the orders of the king.
Yeah.
So just say that he reserves the right to impose payments.
I would like to make the suggestion of raising the diamonds from 300 to 400. So Burgundy and Austria get 150 diamonds each, and Denmark only gets 100.
I think that's fair. I think that was the original
Yeah.
suggestion.
Lag goes crazy.
Cool.
So, Duke
All right.
of
So
New
Norway, do you think
Denmark,
you have rights now?
My what?
Do you think
are
you have
you
rights now?
satisfied?
Now that we gave you rights.
What rights what rights do you have again? I zoned out.
You have
Oh,
the
you're
right to
allowed to have
mine, and you
rights
have
now.
the right to have diamond armor and weapons.
Right to remain
Okay.
silent.
And there
Let
are
me just
no.
summarize.
Yeah.
Here, let me just summarize it without any of the Coover bullshit, fancy shit. I'm just gonna type it really simple, or you guys can just listen. 1, you're gonna be called New Denmark now. 2, you're a vassal of Denmark. 3, you can't do bad shit against Denmark. 4 is that Denmark can come and see if you're doing suspicious shit at any time. 5 is that you are a subject of the King of Denmark. 6, you have to pay 300 diamonds, split 3 ways to the countries that won the war. And
400
if you don't
diamonds.
do that, then Burgundy and what?
400.
Yeah.
Why?
150 to you in Austria, and then 100 to me.
Okay.
That was agreed
That's
upon.
basically
Yes.
it.
Oh, and don't forget to mention that in case there are any conflicts over what the terms of the agreement mean, then Austria and Burgundy will decide who won or how to interpret the agreement.
By the way, if that clause wasn't in the treaty, technically, legally speaking, we couldn't even change it.
Yeah.
How do you feel
So,
about it?
New Denmark, what do you say?
It's a terrible name, but I'm down.
Hi, down. I'm pleasant.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
write
had
the
to.
final version of the treaty in simple, normal people terms.
Wait, what?
Shimmy, shimmy,
I'm
shimmy.
gonna write the final version of the treaty. When I'm done, I'm gonna send it to. Listen, if you guys are still in the call, then there we go. You like
So, how'd I do? Krez, I have tried to turn off soundboards like 5 times, but I don't have perms to.
I think Crest left the call.
Gosh. Anyway,
All right.
how'd I do, boys?
I think this was a good compromise. I think everyone got what they wanted, at least to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good talk.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. Well, chat. I was just gonna do that so that we have it on the record. I tried doing my house, but to be honest, I'm most likely just gonna destroy it and then try some new because it looks terrible. And no, that's it. It just looks really, really bad. So I'm gonna change it and all that stuff. But yeah. All right, gamers. I'll stream probably sometime this week. I don't know. I still have to edit a lot of the video that I'm working on. We have like 5 POVs, so I've only finished 2. I'm halfway done with 3, and hopefully I'll get out before the end of the month. All right, see you later, gamers.